Basically, I'm trying a modern version of the Yorion Bring to Light here. Going to play some games with it to put them on the channel. So it's an 80 card Yorion deck. We have 30 lands. Please ignore these land mana base, it's quite atrocious. I just realised I haven't even put the triumphs in, so I'll swing them in later. We have 4 birds for ramp, 4 abundant growth for mana fixing / good blinks with Yorion to draw us an additional card. Basically it just cycles and fixes mana. We're running the Hero of Precinct 1 here because I've been pretty impressed with it in Historic and in Pioneer. I'm just going to see how it runs in an 80 card deck. I mean, it won't come up as much, but it's still a nice little thing to throw down early. It's kind of like a young Pyromancer. It must be answered or it'll get out of hand. We're running Helixes, just like in the previous deck. Running an Assassin's Trophy to answer some Tron and Permanents. Abrupt Decays for early aggro. 1 Dreadball for Planeswalkers. Running Renegade Rallier for the synergy with Yorion Blink, as well as fetch land synergy to be by fetch lands or even our heroes, depending on what we need. We're running a Clophis for Graveyard Hate, Maelstrom Pulse Dance all. Colligan's Command to deal with a potential artifacts and foregoes discard. Prismari Command. I'm going to see how I feel about it. I'm coming around on it. I'm enjoying it. It's definitely better than the Is It Command. We most commonly, I mean, there was a game recently in testing with the 60 card deck where I literally went turn 1 Mana Dork, turn 2. No, sorry, that's wrong. Turn 2. I ramped in, because this was in Pioneer, I ramped on turn 2 with a Sylvan Caryatid. On turn 3 I dropped this to kill their early drop and made a treasure token. They had nothing to do on turn 3 without their because they couldn't burn my creature, and I dropped a Valky and immediately won. Okay, with an offer Bring to Light on turn 3. So yeah, good ramp, good thing, very impressive. Kaya's Guile, an amazing card, should never not be included in the modern version of this deck. Edict, Graveyard Hate, Life Gain, and Chump Blocker Maker at instant speed. I'm running the Raven's Warning here because I liked it in the 80 card Yorion in Historic. It's pretty slow, but in the grindy matchups where we might want it to be more relevant. I mean, you know, Chump Blocker, Gain Life's pretty good. Put one of our sideboard cards on top of our deck, could be relevant. You see, it's a May, so we don't have to put it. We're running a Yushan to hose any kind of sacrifice / pay life effect. Bloodbraid Elf for good straight up value. Supreme Verdict is our sweeper removal. We got the Niv and Bring to Light package. Now, as well as Valky, I'm also running 2 more of the MDFC cards in this deck. Mila, Crafty Companion, aka Luca. Again, it's not hittable with a Bring to Light, or well, no, with a Niv, sorry, but it is Bring to Lightable, and it's also an early blocker for aggro decks or a late game reanimator. If someone, for example, seizes our Niv and we still have a Bring to Light, one trick we can do here is Luca, reanimate the Niv, give it haste and attack. Otherwise it's a good cycler, kind of like Nahiri was in the old version of the deck. I just like the flexibility of being able to play Mila first. And I am trying Exodus Auric and Awaken the Blood Avatar. Now, 9 times out of 10 we'll never sacrifice anything to do the Blood Avatar. In certain matchups, so if we want 6 damage off the rip, we could go with the Bring to Light to do it. I'm not seeing that happen. But one thing I will say is, in some testing with this deck, Exodus, if I'm saying his name right, does work for the Magecraft ability, just returning a creature to our hand. You know, rebuying a Bloodbraid Elf we've lost or a hero is amazing in this deck. Obviously it can't rebuy Nivs or Yushan or any of our other creatures, but you know, or even a birds. Yeah, so that's the deck in its core. Solid mana curve, 30 lands. Looking at the sideboard, we have Yorion as our companion, Unmoored Ego for combo hate, Dovin's Veto for control matchups, Crumble to Dust for Tron, Boil for control matchups, Keranos for grindier control matchups, Fatal Push if we're going to be running into Blitz and Overgrown Aggro, and Confounding Conundrum for the myriad of Valakut decks which appear to have returned. Yeah, we are one card short, which I'm still thinking about, but we'll leave it flex and open at the moment. But yeah, that's the deck.